Hey guys, this is Man of Proto. I like playing Dota 2. I made a thread on the subreddit a while ago where I put a bunch of Google eyes on a poster to make a 1-pack of eyes into a year and 3 months of gold because Reddit. Anyway, my favourite Dota 2 hero is Bristleback. After tweeting the lovely reflesky and receiving his approval, I decided to go ahead and make this crap video. Bristleback is a melee right-click carry, and whether you think he's a role or not, he's tanky. He's really tanky. He's like really pretty goddamn tanky. I mean, he's so tanky, he reduces pure damage. Bristleback physically has a porcupine quills, a pig nose, the hands of an eagle, and the voice of a lovely British man, TJ Ramini. This means his voice acting is just fish and chips lovely.
That looks good on you, that does, mate. Send me quills. To me, mum.
Spells. Bristleback's Q is great. Now as a British man, I love to Q, and on Bristleback you can Q every 1.5 seconds. How lovely is that? You want a snot to build up the warpath stacks, which I'll speak about later, and to slow the dude down. Something I'll do doesn't just mess up his attire though, but it slows and it reduces armor. All of Bristleback's damage is physiological, so he likes to Q. Q also gives you the ability to punch Roshan, because it gives you -8 armor at 4 stacks. This makes punching Roshan a lot easier, because I get a value point at 4 and also leveling it and leveling the passive. Now, W does a lot of damage. You can use it when no one is around to speed up because it doesn't require a target. With the 6.84 buffs to level 4 quills, you always max this first to get early game lane kills, especially on low armored supports like Rubik or Visage. Oh, but Visage has this dumb super cool passive that gives him a bunch of armor. Your Bristleback, you destroy stacks because each quill does a stack, and every 3 seconds his stacks die super quick. And they also kill his birds, which is nice. Bristleback's passive is incredibly good because it makes you one of the most tanky heroes in the entire game because it reduces all damage given to you, not just physiological damage. After you take 250 damage, it shoots out a quill spray, which is really helpful because it appears some people don't even know what Bristleback does and don't know that it happens. And also, it counters a lot of annoying heroes like Ricky, Pudge and Slark, because a lot of them attack you from behind. For example, Ricky backstrikes, Pudge hooks you, and you've usually turned before he dismembers you. I get it for the Procket level 3 and I max it alongside the Q. Now, Warpath is what makes you a man-pig of many punches. This thing makes you punch hard if you snot or quill. So you got to snot and quill. A lot of time. Snot, quill. Keep going. Don't stop. Snot, quill. That's pretty much all there is to say about the ultimate. Okay, item build. Now this is where I get controversial. You take the 2 main Bristleback items that everyone knows. Blade Mail and Basilisk. And you know where you put them? You stick them right up your ass. Now first of all, Blade Mail reflection damage is reduced by your passive. It's like with Axe, you don't use the Blade Mail while calling because it does no damage, because you take no damage because it's based on how much damage you take and how much damage they're dealing. It's like that, but all the time because you're always taking low damage. And like it's like you prioritize getting hit over. I mean, you're always going to be hit in the back because the more quills you shoot out, the higher quills stack up, which goes along with the W, which is your quills, which is your secondary source of damage. You want to make sure you get that up more than you want to do a little bit of blade mail damage, whatever. Anyway, now that's okay. So don't get blade mail. And Basilisk is bad because you need about 27 int for a Sage Master to be more effective. And Bristleback, being the scholar that he is, has a lovely higher int gain. Now there are 2 main items that have a Sage Mask in them that would work much better than the Basilisk, and that's Urn and Medallion. Now Medallion increases all your damage because, as I mentioned earlier, all your damage is physiological, and allows you to give a teammate armor if they're in dire peril. If you use it on a creep, then the creep gets about 4 extra hits from a tower before it dies, and because it's a 6-second cooldown or something, you can just spam this on creeps, and the entire wave gets like a bunch. It's like 5 armor. It's insane. Urn is my go-to, however, because it's just lovely. I mean, it increases your max HP, which means more survival and more procs for your passive. It gives you a ranged stop when the enemy gets back to safety, and it gives you a heal so you can stay in lane, or dive, or be a bro and heal your lane partner. Now, I generally get the Medallion if a Pudge or someone else wants to get the Urn, because if someone's roaming and they're a Pudge, it's probably better for them to get the Urn, whatever. Get the Medallion. Don't get a Basilisk. Now with boots, you just always get treads, because you need the attack speed, because you're a carry, and you need the extra 8 strength, that's always good. It's fine. Tranquils, I wouldn't use them as much unless you're solo off lane, because you definitely need to sustain there, and the armor's nice, but it's not great. I get Vladimir Zora when I have a lot of melee carriers on my team who don't get lifesteal, like a PA or a Slark. Oh, but I said that Bassi sucks. Doesn't Vlads contain Bassi? Yes, you idiot, but bad Vlads and Bassi aren't the same thing. I see Bristleback rocking the casual Bassi all the time, and it's crap. If you want to get Vlads, get Vlads. Don't get Bassy. Don't keep Bassy in your inventory for 30 minutes of the game before you sell it to get something else. It's terrible. You may as well just have a Sage Mask, or a Medallion, or an Urn, anyway. But Vlads is good because it makes your hit ratio better, it makes pushing better, it makes sustain better, it's all good. Now, Halberd is my go-to item mid-game, like, sort of 25 minutes. I realise that I need to get some items that will actually carry into late game. Now, it doesn't just protect me with evasion, it protects everyone on my team with their disarm. It's wonderful. It's really good. What it does is, if I disarm Faceless Void in a chrono, he can't attack anybody. It's not just he can't attack me because I'm evading his attacks. Now, I don't get it if someone on my team already has evasion, because the issue there is that if the enemy builds an MKB, then that's just eliminated 2 of our items, like my Heaven's Halberd and their Butterfly, as opposed to just eliminating 1. So now it makes their item more valuable, which just helps them. So instead I might go for a Sanjin Yasha or a Skull Basher. Those are all good. You might want to buy drums early game, because mobility is important. So after about a 2 to 4k item, depending on the situation, I get Heart. You always want to get Heart. Heart is health, it's damage, it's quills, because you're passive. If you regen health and then you release more quills, it's great. It's sustain, it's red, it's really good. After Heart, you get Abyssal, because Abyssal is really important to stop channel abilities, like Witch Doctor ulti or whatever. And just to get good disable so you can, focus down that carry or whatever. Okay, that's about it. Thank you for watching. Sorry for not having fancy editing like in Reflesky's much better videos, go watch those. And thank you for watching this crap video.